So one final thing I wanted to adjust with this section is this title written by our team. You can see that the border goes all the way across when we're at any size of browser window, whereas in our design, if we look, it stretches only to the edges of the slideshow. So how would we adjust this? Well, I think we could start by setting the width of this to 960 pixels and centering it for large screens, and then as we get smaller and hit the breakpoint where we're past the 960, we can add a little bit of margin to either side and just stretch it across the screen like it is now. So let's do that. I'll inspect this element, and this is our H2 tag, and I'm going to navigate to where we've set these styles here in our Stacked Hero section partial, and this is specifically where we're adjusting styles for the heading in the alternative version of the Stacked Hero section. So let's style this, thinking about our smaller window first. So I'll start adding the styles before the border, and we're going to set the width to auto, and let's set some margin to the right and left. So we'll do margin left. We'll just go ahead and do 20 pixels, and we'll add margin right of 20 pixels. Now I'm doing it this way instead of using the shorthand so we don't inadvertently override any margin to the top and bottom, which sometimes are critical for headings. Let's save this, and when we do, we can see in the browser that we get a little bit of space here between the edges of the browser and the edge of the border. And now we need to add a breakpoint at 960 pixels so we can set the width of the heading to be fixed. So let's do an @include. We'll do breakpoint, and let's set our breakpoint value to max width. Again, that's our 960 pixels, and we'll set the width to 960 pixels. Now if we save this and we expanded our browser, our width would be right, but it wouldn't be centered. So let's center that using our margin auto technique. So we'll do margin left, auto, and margin right, auto. We'll save it, and now we're centered. So as we get bigger, the border will be the same size as our slideshow, and as we get smaller, it will just automatically fit the width with a little bit of margin to either side.